Hi, this is Tim, Southwest Ohio Bees. How you doing today? Earlier I filmed a segment we're going to show you right here. I was down at the Hive Life conference earlier this year in January, and I found a unique product, well, unique to me anyway, how to handle some of my hives when they get ready to swarm. To make some unique nukes. Instead of 5-frame nukes like you normally see, this is to handle 4-frame nukes right on top of the hive. I love this idea. Thanks, Bob Beanie. It's your idea. Modified a little bit for my case. Of course, this is Southwest Ohio Bees. I do things a little different here in my world. As usual. These are from Batavia, Ohio down here, my way. The HappBeeAcres Bee Supply Company sells these kits. They're made Amish, I believe, build these kits. They come assembled or unassembled. I probably should get the assembled. Be safer in my case, but I got the unassembled kit and we will put it together right now. Stay tuned. Okay, it looks like pretty much everything is here in this. We have a top, I see. Let me get the wrapping off of it. Comes as a nice little kit. I understand you can purchase it from the HappBeeAcres folks assembled already. So if you don't want to mess with this, you can buy it already assembled. And just so there's not a rush for these for all 4 people watching this on video, I think they've got plenty of these available down there in Batavia. Okay, I don't know what all I'm looking at right now. I'm going through the parts. We have parts. Parts. They fit together. Okay? And we have handles. Handles go on the outside. I don't know how many of you have put these together. I've seen videos on YouTube. It happens, okay? People put them on the inside. Oops, it happens. Be careful. They go on the outside. Okay. Let's take a look, see what all we have here. Maybe people like me should buy them pre-assembled, okay? We don't have to worry about that. Small people for small, or small pieces for small people. Small-minded, I don't know. Small pieces, okay. We have holes. Oh no, there's a hole in it. Do I get a refund if there's a hole in it? Okay. Feeder top there. And the second one as well. Okay. And the top for the whole darn thing. Okay, we will set that aside right now. Let's, as well as the inner covers, we will set those aside as well. Let's get the two. Let's start with the large, the base here first. Let's sort that out here. You can see the base is divided here. So there is a divider board on the base here. So you have 2 sections with an entrance on this side and a separate entrance on the other side. So the 2 halves coming and going different directions. Woo! 2 different ways. You don't want the bees to be going the same direction in the nuc. But I'm going to be using this a little differently, so you'll have to stand by this spring and see exactly how I use this. So that really isn't going to come into play the way I use it. If you've watched any of my videos, you should know by now I'm a little different, okay? I like doing things differently. That's just me. Nothing wrong with doing things different. Nothing wrong with that at all. And these appear to be divider boards here for the middle. Okay, give me just 1 minute to sort this out. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Am I half organized? I'm a little organized. Okay, I am a little organized now. So let's try to proceed a little here, okay? So I have got my Titebond 3. Okay. I have got a rawhide hammer. This is an antique hammer I have inherited many years ago, many generations. Most of you will not have one of these. That is okay. I love this thing. It doesn't do a lot of damage if you don't hit very hard. I don't hit very hard. It's impossible for me, so sorry. But it does have a lot of power, and it doesn't do a lot of damage the way a metal hammer would on wood. So let's start here in fitting these. Again, handle side out, handle side out. And your little ridges there where your frame is going to sit, make sure those are up, please. Okay, do a little bit of dry fit, have a rough idea how that's going to fit. Pop your top here, the glue top. Okay, doesn't take a lot, and I will be hitting this with the brad nailer a little later, so I'm not real worried about this, although this Titebond is some fantastic stuff, and it will adhere and hold extremely tight. I hope that's not too loud. Okay, let's get the other side. Again, just, you don't want it running out when you put it together. Just a little bit on there. Just a little bit will do you. Again, you want to match the groove on the top, handle side out. I think I'm telling myself more than I am you. Like, who doesn't know that? Duh. Okay. Okay. Now, again, I will be hitting this with a brad nailer later. You'll see a lot of folks on YouTube, they've got all their little tools out here and they're just whacking away at it. It's bad enough I'm pounding away on this thing here with the camera. I don't need to have a brad nailer out here with the noise of the air compressor and making that much racket. I'll get that off camera here. Okay, let's go. go both directions, make sure it's nice and tight. Okay. And that's the bottom box there. Let me show that divider. They provide this divider board for this here. And the way that fits, so you have two colonies in here, is that fits right in there like that. That's nice and snug. So you have two colonies in here at the same time. You've seen that bottom board that we had up here a few minutes ago. So now we have this in here, so colonies are two separate colonies in here all together, and they can't pass back and forth. There's no pheromones going back and forth. I like this design. That's nice. So let's proceed now to the two nucs that go on top of here. Let's go move ahead. These are two 4-frame nucs now that we're gonna throw on here. And again, make sure they're going the right direction. Da, 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 da. Little bit of glue will do you. This stuff works great. I don't know if you've used this Type Bond 3 on any of your hives. The stuff is fantastic. I have seen beekeepers swear by it. Use nothing but it with no nails or screws or brads, and their hives have held up. I plan on using brads with this. Just bang, 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 just to be sure. Side real quick, and let's get this last one put together. Right direction. And we need a persuader. And again, the persuader is called for. Okay, get this the right direction. Get my thumb out of the way. Okay. Let's get that base up here again. Again, here's the base with the entrances going different directions.
Here's the base. Now, 2 4-frame nucs. On top of there. The frames, the inner covers that have holes in them, but I'm going to keep them anyhow. Voila! There you have it. Double nuc, ready for business. But nah, we are not going to use it this way. This is not the configuration we are going to use it, because here at Southwest Ohio Bees, we do not do things the traditional way. No. Of course we don't. So we will not be using this way. Let me show you real quick how we will be using this when we go out into the apiary this spring. Here's what we'll be doing this spring. Let's get this torn down just a little bit. We will have, let's just use this base here. We will have our traditional hive out there. This hive is bustling with bees. We've got too many bees in here that are about to swarm. We'll be pulling frames out of these bees, this box. Putting in these 4-frame nucs. The way you would normally do for swarm control to make nucs. So we'll be filling these 4 frames with brood, a little bit of honey, a little bit of resources in these, creating some room in this box here for the queen to expand to keep them from swarming. Make sure all the bees are down in this bottom box, because I've got at least 2 deeps on all my hives out there, and probably by then more than that. So once all the bees are down in here, and we'll see all that, we put a queen excluder here. Keep the queen down here, so we know the queen is down here. Then we put these boxes up here on top, is what we're going to do. Now these boxes again have brood in them and resources in them. Plop the top on them, walk away overnight. What will happen is those nurse bees will come up to take care of that brood. These 2 boxes now are full of nurse bees. They are taking care of that brood. This queen excluder is keeping the queen down where she belongs. We don't have to worry about that. So the next day we can come back out, remove this queen excluder, and replace it with a double screen board. These come in all shapes and sizes. I say that word a lot, don't I? But anyway, they do. And what is the double screen board is basically there's a space, a gap there, so the bees cannot touch between the 2 sides. So there's more than 1 screen here. It's not a single thickness. There's 2 screens basically. Exactly what it says. It's a double screen board. It's a double screen board. So there are 2 screens here, so the bees cannot touch in between there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these back on top. Now if my main entrance facing is over here on my side here, for example, you're going to want to open a entrance for, say, this guy over here, and this guy, say, over here. So you're going to want different openings for these guys in different directions other than where the main hive is opening. So if there's anything like worker bees, there'll be worker bees up in these areas too. So come 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening, those worker bees will go back to the main hive here. You're in your main apiary here. That's a fact of life. Your worker bees will return to your main hive. You're not moving these to another apiary. They will return to the main hive. That's the problem with creating nukes within your own apiary. You will lose bees to your main hive, your original hive. That's the beauty of this situation. By using this double screen board like this heat, you have thousands and thousands of bees, 20, 30,000 bees in this bottom hive. Or you might have 2 hives deep, depending how big your hive is. That's generating a lot of heat. So you don't have a lot of bees left up in these 2 hives. You have nurse bees trying to keep that brood warm until they hatch, till they make a queen, or you put a queen in there to make a new hive. The heat will be coming up through there to keep these, especially in early spring, if you're doing this early to prevent an early swarm. So you're generating heat from your bottom boxes to come up to keep these small nukes warm. Fantastic ideas. It's giving these guys a jump start. So you're giving an early start to these nukes to give them a real boost to get going early in the year. And then once they're going, then you can move them to another yard or wherever we need to move them to get them going. So that's what the great idea of that screen board is. So that's what I plan on doing. And once we get some great weather and they are ready to swarm out there, we are going to put this in practice. I have several ideas for a couple of the hives out there for swarm control. You wait and see what I come up with. But I don't do anything the usual way here at Southwest Ohio Bees. So you stay tuned, and when we get out the apiary, you will see some of the strange things we may be doing out there this year. So until then, you have a fantastic day.